Now, a Hutch is...
Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Coming up in this episode, severe weather continues in and around the Grand Forks area. We have an update from the National Weather Service. Gusty winds in excess of 60 and 70 miles per hour were happening in Grand Forks County. The latest begins right now.
A Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, and very good early morning to you as we cross into the 4:30 time frame. The good news is the National Weather Service has just allowed the severe thunderstorm warning in Grand Forks County and Polk County to expire. The wind threat appears to be diminishing a bit, but we still have some areas of hail as these storms mainly are pushing into East Grand Forks and Polk County right now. A large line of storms extending from just south of the Cavalier area through most of Walsh County in North Dakota right now, with areas of very heavy rain. Grafton Park River all the way out towards Lankin, Lakota in the Nelson County area seeing some stout thunder shower activity. Slow moving storms. Here is the concern. Very heavy rain is pushed through the Grand Forks area right now, with another batch of heavy rain showers on its way behind that. Broader picture showing just a few scattered showers and thunderstorms in central North Dakota, the James River Valley. Let's get you into Grand Forks. So if you're in Climax, if you're in Fisher, if you are in Crookston, these areas have very heavy rain right now, and there is a potential for a few of these cells to have some thunderstorm activity in the form of hail. So let's take a look at what we have going on. Here's the hail markers with these storms as we head into the early morning hours. Now, the radar is still detecting upwards of 1-inch diameter hail from these cells in and around Fisher, moving through parts of western Polk County across that Highway 75 corridor there near Climax and north of Climax. Now, moving into the Crookston area is this heavier batch of thunderstorm cells right now. Most of these cells, as we query them or take a look, are moving to the east at 15 to 20 miles per hour. A few of them have more of a northeasterly tilt to them, but generally we're moving off to the east-northeast at anywhere from 15 to 25 miles per hour across the area. So some hail markers here, some cells that are working their way through the region right now still have that capability of hail as we go through. Now, taking a look at wind speeds, we can look at the velocity. The base velocity can help us look into the storm a little bit and see what direction and how fast those winds are blowing away or toward the radar. Here in the Climax area, these colors that you see here are at elevation. So just to give you an idea, these storms at elevation definitely do have a altitude to them. This is not looking at what's the wind is doing on the ground. So let's keep that in mind. So here is a look as I'm going to turn off some of these markers now as we've got an idea of the movement of the storms. Now, zooming in, the Mayville radar is here. Looking into the wind where we see the brighter green colors here, that would be indicative of the stronger wind speeds. So let's take a peek at some of the wind speeds that are being shown here. Generally, incoming wind toward the radar in Mayville of around 30 miles per hour. But out near Climax, look at this, outgoing wind upwards of 45 miles per hour at elevation showing up there. Now, over near the Nillsville area, we're seeing some pink colors here, indicative of 40 to 50 mile per hour winds that are in this general vicinity. Again, this is off the ground. So 40 to 50 mile per hour winds are making their way outbound. This is inbound wind here. An inbound next to some outbound winds. We do have some areas of weaker spin showing up with these cells as they're working their way through. So we do have stout thunderstorm activity. Gusty straight line winds still could be possibly blowing upwards of 50 miles per hour near the surface. Some of these storms from time to time will be making some sizable hail to around nickels in diameter as they push their way through. We'll go back to a look at the regular reflectivity to show you that these extend all the way out towards Fertile right now. South of Fertile, we have reflectivity values that are approaching 60 dBz, and that is a very high level at cloud level. So there's likely some hail in that cell there south of the Fertile area at this time. Some areas near Gary getting hit terribly by hailstorms in the past month or so with a lot of crop damage from those cells. So We'll continue to monitor these out to the west in the Lakota area, western Nelson County, down into the western reaches of Griggs County there near Cooperstown. These cells here capable of some hail from time to time. This Glenfield area storm moving out of McHenry to Glenfield, showing a backward C or bowing structure to it. There could be some strong straight line winds with that cell as it works its way through. Fargo has had some rain move through. That's going to continue off to the east tonight. A quick look at the forecast model looks like this. Let's go ahead and pop this up for you, and we'll load up the loop here so we can see what's going to be transpiring as we go through the day. Let's go out all the way to the end of the day here and look at about 11 o'clock at night. So while this loads, we'll talk to you about this. Now, the overnight is done, heading into the wee hours of the morning. We could still see some strong windy storms with hail and gusty winds being the main threat. As we go into the afternoon hours, we'll have a risk of some strong to severe storms that will take hold. The best chance of those developing will be in our eastern counties here, from Bemidji and the International Falls, Lake of the Woods area, straight down into, say, parts of eastern Otter Tail, maybe even eastern Becker County briefly. So this activity skirts up here. We'll get a break. We'll reheat the atmosphere. Boom, there it fires off as we go into the afternoon hours and into your nighttime. So here's a look at that once again, slowing it down just a pinch. There's our storms now as we go through the 5 a.m. time frame. Let me put up the model time here for you. It's looking at the current time. Sorry about that. Okay, so the model time here now is at 2 in the afternoon. So this moving out as we go into the mid-morning hours, showing most of the rain showers encroaching on northwest parts of Minnesota. Clearwater County, northern parts of Beltrami County, Roseau, and Lake of the Woods counties, rather, all seeing some very heavy batches of rain. This continues to move through as we go through the midday hour and then a little bit of a break. The break will allow temperatures to start ramping on up there as we go into your afternoon. Then after that, let's take a look at the forecast then for the midday hours and the afternoon. And what you're going to notice is from, say, Lake of the Woods County through the Beltrami County area into eastern Lakes country. That includes eastern Becker, eastern parts of Otter Tail, and Wadena County. That's where the storms will be firing in the afternoon. They'll quickly exit our area, but they could be briefly severe in these areas. See them firing up there? We're talking about areas of Otter Tail County, Douglas County for you folks in the Alexandria area, also right through Hubbard County, right into Bemidji. These storms will fire up in our eastern counties and then head off to the east as we go into the late afternoon and evening hours. So here's 4 in the afternoon. Boom, these continue to trek out towards central Minnesota, moving in towards Grand Rapids, Hibbing, Pine City, and Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we'll have a chance for some severe thunderstorms as we go through the afternoon tomorrow. For most of the FM area, Grand Forks and Fargo, Devils Lake, and Jamestown, the afternoon will be dry, the afternoon will be quiet, and we'll start to warm back up again across the area. Here's a quick peek at your 7-day planning forecast as we look at Hutch's forecast, and we're going to see that risk of severe mainly to the east, late 80 degrees in Fargo. It'll be warmer still off to the west. Labor Day weekend begins hot, and then it's not. We're talking 80s Friday and Saturday, and then after that, as we begin meteorological fall, temperatures will feel fall-like with 70s out there. It'll be breezy too Sunday and into Monday. Keep that in mind. Back to school and back to work next week by Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures start rebounding and get closer to that 80 to 84 degree range. All right, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I want to give a thank you and a shout out to everybody who has uploaded content to hutchesweather.com. Again, we've had a lot of severe weather across the region for today, and on hutchesweather.com, you can get the latest on what's happening with updates here. As we refresh this screen, you'll see that, well, we're on live right now. You can push that button and watch me live. We also can look at the interactive radar zooming into northwest Minnesota here. We'll see those storms heading in towards Crookston and Red Lake Falls, as well as central parts of Polk County, as well as Marshall County, Minnesota, and Walsh County, North Dakota, heading into the wee hours of the morning. That's what's going on right now. Go down to the bottom, see the latest videos. You can pick your poison there and watch the latest. I've been a busy boy today with a lot of updates here on Hutch's Weather. Then as we look down here at the bottom, that's where you can view or upload your photos and videos here. And again, a big thank you to all of you who have done just that. Head over to Hutch's Weather with your reports. Make sure you post those photos for me there. I've had a lot of good ones out there, including some damage from tonight's storms that took place. Oh my goodness, was that damage something else? Because we saw areas out there in the central part of North Dakota, in Kidder County near Steele. We had this happen, a tornado-warned storm toppling 20 train cars out there or coal cars just a couple of miles off to the east of Steele, says Jay here. Thanks for uploading your photo, Jay. I certainly appreciate it. And thanks to all of you who have shared the horizontal wind, the rains, the clouds, the mammatus clouds in the skies. You can see all of those photos there. And here's a picture of some lightning behind a Hutch's weather rain gauge out there in the Rolla area. So thanks so very much to all of you who participated. And you can do the same and check your weather anytime, anywhere on hutchesweather.com. It's the place to go to get the very latest, including this update will be posted right there right now. Have yourselves a very good morning. I'll continue to cover the storms should they become severe. But for now, we got a little bit of a break in the severe thunderstorm activity. Strong storms continue in the Grand Forks area. I'll keep you posted right here. Thanks for watching.